Okay. So, bacon. Yeah, bacon pines. So our orange cat friend Rolo has gotten himself lost in the Willow Woods, so we've joined up with Beck here to go find him. Kind of the short of just what we're doing right this second. There's been a lot of other stuff too, but just catching you up to what's going on now. Okay, nothing news out here. Alright, let's go in here. Keep out. Alright, so now it's gonna be harder to get in there. Dang, they boarded up the way in. Maybe we can throw rocks at this? Oh no, these are mushrooms. Oh, I was thinking these are rocks. Or do we have to go around now? We might need to go around now, because aiming with those is difficult. Oh, that's lovely. What'd you find there,
Luca
Beck?
felt a chill as he approached Beck. Her eyes were locked on the strange green liquid. The nearby grass was coated in a fine layer of frost.
Is this sort of thing normal around here?
Have I missed
Because,
anything dastardly?
You haven't missed anything, but, we just got to this, puddle of green goo, and it's like the grass is frozen around it. Whew. I don't know what's happening. I have no idea what this stuff is. Well, the next obvious step is science. And what does science suggest? Goo puddle. Yeah, that's what science suggests, piranha plants. You're right. Poke it with a stick! Haha!
Luca watched as Beck dipped a broken tree branch into the goo. Beck's eyes widened as flowers grew from the dead wood. First small buds, which quickly bloomed into vibrant petals.
That's weird. What the? Cool.
As quickly as they had grown, the flowers began to shrivel and turn gray.
That's weird.
Beck dropped the stick with a grunt of disgust.
Okay. So the science tells us that the skunk is weird as hell. Yeah, it seems dangerous. Hey Tish, look what the cat dragged in. Yup. I don't have time for this right now, Iggy. Don't say things like that. It hurt Tish's feelings. Ain't that right, Tish? Yup. She looks fine to me.
Yep.
Why, hello. I don't think we've been properly introduced. Iggy's name. This is my compatriot, Tish. Yup. You've probably heard of us. Can't say I have. I'll forgive her this once, on account of you being new around here. How'd you hang out with this dud? Oh? He seems pretty alright. Iggy, why do you have to be so... you? Has he even told you his parents skipped out on him? Shut up. It's true. They got tired of having such a pathetic kid and left him. Iggy, I'm only going to say this one time. Don't talk about my family. Well, look who's grown a backbone now that a girl's around. First his pops croaked, then his mom finally couldn't take it anymore and bounced.
Iggy took a step towards Luca, his sneer lit by the glowing puddle.
I want to punch this guy.
Beck could see tears welling
Maybe
in
you'll
Luca's
get that
eyes.
option?
His
Maybe.
fists clenched. Some things about Beacon Pines were very different from the city. But a bully from a hayseed town is really no different from a city bully. Beck took a deep breath and thought.
Time to bust out the... tickle or the strange. I guess let's see the strange option.
Well, time to bust out the strange.
Alright, Luca. Looks like you need a mud bath. What's wrong with you, new kid? We're about to pound your friend.
Beck stared in silence, the only sign of life being the twitch of an eye.
It's weird when people don't talk. Yup. Stop being a weirdo. Hello? You some kind of wackadoo? Makes sense. Wackadoos travel in packs. Eh, Dud?
At the sight of Iggy taunting back, something in Luca snapped. Iggy's smirk shifted to a look of shock as Luca launched himself into his stomach.
Hey! Ah!
Iggy's clothes were drenched in the glowing ooze.
Oh, you punched him into the ooze?
Oh no.
Oh. You
That's
jerk,
not
my
good.
clothes are ruined. I'm gonna...
Iggy's voice began to slur as he struggled to get up.
Struggle. I don't feel so good. I'm sorry, I just... Oh, shit. Yup. That's not good.
Is he mutating?
That or dying? That didn't look good, whatever that was. Can we talk to you? That was intense. Iggy's gonna be okay, right? Nothing about this seems okay.
The person at the warehouse, this strange ooze, and what it did to Iggy. Was Rollo caught up in all of this?
Hopefully not. We have to find Rollo. You took the words right out of my mouth. Let's go find this cat. Can we go in here? No? Okay. Let's go this way. No? Okay, so we have to go this way. Don't touch the ooze. That's probably a bad ending. Property of Valentine Fertilizer Company. Looks old. So what does this want us to do? I'll just go back this way? Okay. Oh there, little buddies. You startled me. What in the dickens you doing in this part of town? They were just helping looking for Rollo. Oh, you haven't heard the good news? Rollo showed up safe and sound a bit ago. Really? So where was he? It's funny, really. He just got a little turned around in the woods. They can be disorienting, you know. I'm starting to get that impression. Rollo's at his house now, getting some well-deserved rest. Ah, that's a relief. You two should scurry along before you get lost yourselves. Yeah, come on back. Can't wait to introduce you to Rollo. Oh, that reminds me. Luca, your grandmother was looking for you. She was? Oh, you're in trouble, Luca. She was worried sick. You should march straight home. I guess. Beck, your folks might be getting a little worried, too. I'll walk you home. I need to talk with Nellie about work, anyway.
Beck glanced toward Luca.
I guess all is well that ends well. I'll introduce you to Rollo tomorrow. Sure. Glad he's okay. I don't know if Iggy's gonna be okay after getting hit with the
Rollo
ooze.
was safe.
No.
A wave of relief washed over Luca, which was quickly replaced by a sense of dread. Gran is going to kill me.
Yeah, your grandmother is going to kill you.
If he hurried, he might just make it home before sundown. Chapter 4. Our harvest awaits.
Our harvest awaits.
Luca took a deep breath.
Okay,
and gingerly
game.
opened the door, steeling himself for Gran's wrath.
Gran, don't kill me, please. Gran, I'm home. Everything's fine. Gran? Where's Gran? Oh god, is she gonna die from shock from not finding us? Gran? I know I wasn't supposed to go anywhere. I was just helping look for Rollo.
Luca was alone. The house was empty.
So, Gran's not back yet. I guess that's a good thing. Nothing you do now but sleep, I guess. I don't think that's a good sign.
Luca was sitting by the pond, listening to small waves lap against a rock. His father sat in a folding chair in front of him. Without turning, he spoke. "Why don't you grab me some nice bait?" "Sure thing, Dad." Luca hopped over to the tackle box and popped open the lid. Inside was a rolling, buzzing mass.
Oh.
"You're fishing with bees?"
We're fishing with bees.
Luca's father gave a warm chuckle. "Well, you catch more fish with bees than honey. Pick us out a good one."
You catch more fish with bees than honey? I guess.
Luca closed his eyes and plucked out a bee. He could feel its wings struggle between his finger and thumb. Holding it at arm's length, he hurried over. His father deftly baited the hook and examined his work. Interesting choice.
Oh,
With a
excuse
practiced
me.
flick of the wrist, the line
You're good.
buzzed in a graceful arc. The water accepted it without a splash or ripple. The wrong choice. But I respect it. The pond began to freeze over.
Is this foreshadowing that I'm getting a bad ending because I
Sometimes we
made the
gotta
wrong
make
choice
the
at
wrong
some
choice
point?
before we can make it right. Pallid ice propagated
Probably.
across the still
With
surface
how this
with an
game
alarming
seems to be
speed.
going.
Luca scrambled back as the ground beneath him turned cold. Dad, I don't understand. Sorry, kiddo. Understanding isn't always part of the deal. The relentless ice shot through the fishing line toward his father. Dad, look out! His father casually wound the reel. None of it's your fault, you know. Never was. Dad,
Damn.
we have to go! Luca grabbed his father's shoulders, trying to pull him away. Please, you have to run! The ice crackled as it spread across his father's hands. That's the thing about fishing, Luca. His chest began to crystallize. You toss your hook in, and you never know what you're gonna pull out. A shock of searing cold ran up Luca's arms. He gave one last desperate tug. The chair tipped backwards in a single frozen mass. Luca tried to stop the momentum, but it was too late. He watched the icy form of his father slam into the hard ground, shattering into 1,000 pieces that crowded around his feet.
Okay.
Dad, I don't understand. What does all this mean? The gentle rustle of leaves was the only reply.
Oh, the walkie-talkie's going off again.
Luca's eyes struggled to focus on the walkie-talkie.
Rollo?
Faintly, he could hear Rollo amongst the noise.
Luca? Rollo? Is that you? Luca? There? Rollo, it's the middle of the night. Luca, thank God! Listen, I don't know how long this thing will work down here. Down here?
Rollo's voice was coming through more clearly now, but some words were still just static.
Listen to me. Someone grabbed me yesterday. What? The man in the hazmat suit? Took me to some sort of... I think I'm underground. Underground? Are you okay? Kinda. They seem more interested in... For now, at least. Mr. Kerr said you made it back home safe. Kerr? No, trust. He's... Hold on. Someone's coming.
The signal went silent.
Rollo? Rollo, where are you?
Luca held still, waiting for a response.
Oh, this is suspicious. This is suspicious as hell.
His pounding heartbeat marking the passage of time.
Thus,
Okay,
you need
I
an
think
Among Us sound.
you need an Among Us sound. That's right. Okay, I think they're gone. It's getting worse. I can barely hear you.
Rollo's voice began to fade.
Losing signal. Not much time. Mission control. You need to... The treehouse. The
With
treehouse!
that, the signal died for good.
What was he trying to say about the treehouse? What's at the treehouse? The antenna! He wants me to use the antenna in the treehouse to get a better signal. Rollo, you're a genius.
Luca grabbed the walkie-talkie and sprinted to the treehouse.
Well, we are alone in the house, so I guess we might as well go out that way.
Luca heard a group of footsteps approaching. He dashed behind the bushes to avoid being spotted.
Oh, hey, there's Gran. So, we all understand our roles? You can count on me? Thanks. We still need some more time. This wasn't the original plan.
Mr. Tolliver paused, shifting his eyes to one side.
We're all in danger now. I, for one, refuse to sit idly by while that danger persists. Ram, you just need to keep your wits about you.
Mr. Tolliver took one long, quiet breath.
You're right. You can count on me. I just wish you could have made that deal with the heiress Valentine. Her resources would still come in handy. As I said, I had no time to contact her after your call this morning. Plans change. How's Luca holding up? He's fine. Shouldn't lose out of the fact that this is all... I know very well what all of this is for. We have no choice. Operation Sparkplug has a new objective. Are we in agreement?
The three shared a determined look.
Good. We'll reconvene after the festival. I think she knows we're here. Gran? Why are you meeting with Mrs. Fratelli and Tulliver late at night? Hey, Luca! Ah! Dawn, you scared me. How long have you been in there? Oh, just a few minutes. Earlier today, I saw Mr. Tulliver and your Gran enter the diner together. When my shift at the newsstand was over, they still hadn't left. So I used the greatest tool of any investigative reporter. Time. When they left, I tailed them here. What do you think they're up to? Whatever it is, they seem organized and determined. They mentioned the festival. Yeah, I heard that too. Has your grandma doing anything different recently? Anything strange? She got a phone call this morning and rushed out the door. Call from Hiram Tulliver, it seems. She was either furious or terrified. Or both. Luca, be careful out there. I think we might be in the middle of the scoop of a lifetime. I will. Aren't you coming out? Nah, I'm gonna stake out here for a bit longer. See you, Luca. This is getting weird.
It's sus and weird.
What's happening in Beak Sus Pines? Alright. Be more sus. Alright, antenna time. Rollo? Rollo, are you there? I'm at the treehouse now, Rollo. Mr. Kerr said you were alright. What happened out there? Dang it, Rollo, where are you? Something's in here. Who's there?
Luca could only see a cloaked shape behind the rocket.
I've got weapons in here. So you better come out right now.
He strained to hear as a muffled voice began.
Weapons. How could you hurt something that's already dead?
Fear gripped Luca's throat.
Who are you? What? You don't recognize me? I guess I don't even recognize myself anymore.
Luca stared at the ground for a moment, trying to place the dampened voice. The figure shifted slowly from behind the rocket,
I know who this
revealing
is.
itself to Luca.
I'm a monster. And now they hunt me like the beast I am. Iggy.
Luca reached over empathetically. Iggy's tone jolted to dejected anger.
Don't touch me! This is all your fault!
Luca slumped to the ground, overwhelmed by guilt.
I'm so sorry. I didn't mean to. I lost control. So you couldn't control yourself for a second? And I get to be like this forever? There must be a way to fix this. Oh, you're gonna be my savior? Perfect little Luca saves the day? With his positive attitude and the power of friendship? None of this matters. There's no time. They're after me. They chased me all the way through Weepwood. I only came in here to hide. Hide from who? Who's after you? Luca! Luca! Rollo? It's not safe, Luca. Rollo, where are you? The treehouse. I'm at the treehouse, Rollo. Where are you? No, Luca. The treehouse isn't safe. They said they were going to the treehouse. I was trying to tell you to stay away from the treehouse. Who said they're going to? Who said they were going to the treehouse? The clipboards. What did I tell you? Those perennial harvest wackadoos are after me. They've been chasing me, yelling questions at me. What sort of questions? They were saying the same stuff they always do, but it's different now. Less asking, more threatening. We're gonna figure this out, Iggy. Yeah, well, thanks. Hello? Is anyone present at this arboreal domicile? Crap, they found me. Luca, what's happening? Don't panic. You stay here and I'll see what they want. Oh god, there's so many of them. Hello, Mr. Van Horn. We would love to hear your thoughts. Do you have time for an informal chat? We will be brief. Your time is valuable to us. Be down in just a second. Of course, of course, of course, of course. We have a problem. Luca, you gotta get out of there! Who's out there? Is it them? Yeah, it's the clipboards. A bunch of them. How many? Maybe all of them? Yeah, you were right. They're saying the same stuff with the creepy knob cranked at 10. Might young Iggy be present? We would love to hear his thoughts. Run!
He slumped to his knees.
I don't know what to do. I'm just so tired. Luca, what do we do?
Luca grabbed the walkie-talkie and headed for the window.
Follow my lead.
Luca and Iggy climbed up the back of the treehouse to its roof, where Rollo had constructed his MCDC. The
MCDC.
Mission Control Defense Cannon.
Mission Control Defense Cannon.
Behind the crowd of clipboards, William Kerr strode forward, a warm smile on his face.
Oh no, we got the big bad himself here.
Right there.
Iggy, there you are! You gave us all a heck of a scare. Go away! Just leave me alone! Oh, I'm sorry, Iggy, but no can do. Don't worry, though. We're here to help. Help? Then why were you chasing me? Luca, can you talk some sense into your pal here? Just look at him. He's not well. What's wrong with him? What did that gunk do to him? Well, that's a pretty honkin' big question, Luca. All you need to know is that he's sick. He's real sick, Luca. I just need you to let us up there and take care of him. You told me Rollo was okay, and he was back at his place resting. He is! Poor fella just got a little lost. That's a lie. That's a hurtful thing to say, Luca. I thought we were buddies. Why? Because he lets you ramble on like a wackadoo? Nobody likes you, you creep.
Kerr's smile faltered.
He's almost creepier when he's not smiling.
Yeah, it's like,
Why don't you pop on down here so we can have a face-to-face? Yelling like this is gonna give us all a heck of a sore throat. And who wants that?
Luca's grip tightened on the MCDC.
What did you do to Rollo, you liar? Well, shucks, Luca. The only teeny tiny fib I told you was that he was at home. He's resting and he's perfectly safe. For now, at least. What happens to us next is up to you, Luca. Look around. You're in quite the pickle, and I'm the only person in the whole wide world who can help you. You get to decide how this ends.
Luca's mind raced. He was caught in a trap.
What options are we gonna have here?
What do you do when there's no hope? He wiped his cheeks with a sleeve. What are you gonna do, Luca?
What are you gonna do, Luca? Drew himself up and decided the only option left was to fight.
Luca drew himself up and decided to take the only option they had left. Fight. He
Alright.
swung the Mission Control Defense Cannon around, aiming it confidently at the smirking face of William Kerr.
Get him! Hey, Mr. Kerr.
Luca summoned his most insolent demeanor.
Rolo sends his regards. What did that do? Hey, that was uncalled for. More than a little rude. And just plain unsanitary. Oh, did we, like, fling something at him? Luca, I really did think we were good pals. What a shame that it's come to this.
Kerr turned his back on the two boys.
And
With
this...
a nonchalant wave of the hand, he made his exit. As the clipboards began to slowly advance on the treehouse, Luca looked to Iggy with resignation in his eyes. The end.
Okay.
This is not going so well.
No.
That escalated quickly. Maybe discretion was the better part of valor here. Let's put a pin in this for now.
Right. Okay. Well, we have the fight ending for that. Oh, we can see what happens here if we pick Tickle instead of Strange. Time to burst out the tickles. See what that does.
Time to bust out the tickles.
Hey Tish, wanna see something cool? Yup. Check it.
Beck lunged forward and began to tickle under Tish's arms.
What the? Tish? Is she tickling you? Yup. Yup.
Tears began to form in Tish's eyes as she gasped for breath between gales of laughter.
Yup.
Redoubled her efforts until Tish finally had enough.
Yup. What just happened? She seemed nice. Sorry for the interruption. I think you were just threatening us.
Iggy's eyes darted around, a realization dawning on his face that he was now outnumbered.
I just remembered. I've got somewhere to be. See you around, new kid.
Iggy kicked at the puddle before making his escape.
Oh.
Um,
Well, now our, thank you for the drink. Thank you for the drink, Piranha Plants. Let me do that. Hydrate, yeah. Well, that had some unforeseen consequences. What a little creep. Thank you for the stretch as well, I'll do that. Oh, stretch.
Crackling neck.
Yeah, same. Whew. Beck, I think you got a little ooze in your hair.
Shook the ooze out of her hair as best as she could.
Is it bad? It depends. What are your feelings about having a more mature, refined look? Oh god. Your day has
Chapter
been made.
4.
I'm very happy your day has been made. I'm happy for you, Piranha Plants.
The best policy.
The best policy.
Luca paused for a moment, catching his breath. He'd only just met Beck, and somehow he already managed to drag her into this mess. Hopefully he could make it up to her. But finding Rolo was his primary concern.
Alright, so now we're going at this alone, because Beck had to run home. So I guess we're going around the stump again, reading this, and then we're coming back, I think. Okay. Luca, what the hell are you doing out here? And why did a kid with gray hair just run past us in a panic?
Roxy and Fitz looked drained. It was clear they'd spent all day searching.
Yeah, where were you two last time? Did you get detained by the clipboards? That's Beck. I don't care who she is. What happened? You're just helping look for Rolo. Luca, I need you to start telling me the truth.
Roxy's temper could often be dismissed as the impatience of an older sibling, but this was the most intense Luca had ever seen her. Her eyes were wild and unfocused, looking straight through Luca.
We're running out of time.
In a torrent of rambled words and tears, Luca broke down.
Rolo and I were just playing in Weepwood yesterday. We were investigating the lights at the old Valentine warehouse. Someone was in there in a strange suit, and we hid in the dumpster and a heavy bag dropped on us, and I think it was a body, and so we ran, but we got split up, and I ran home, And it's all my fault. And now my best friend may never come back. Wow. Just... wow.
Roxy, still exhausted and angry, softened briefly as her eyes hunted the ground in thought. With a determined sigh, she looked up at Luca.
It's not your fault, Luca. Rollo's gonna be okay. I promise.
Roxy drew herself up.
I'm gonna fix this. Luca, go home. But I want to help. This is too dangerous for a kid. I can't just sit around. I have to do something.
Roxy tried to think of the safest place to send Luca.
You go back to that little tree house the two of you like to play in. Wait there in case Rollo shows up. Sound like a plan?
Luca wiped his cheeks and gave a quick nod.
You did the right thing telling me the truth. Now scoot. You really believe the story? What other options do we have? Things have been strange around here leading up to that festival. My dad's been acting weird lately. Well, weirder than normal.
Looking into the puddle, Roxy rubbed her arms to warm up.
Why is it so cold here? This place gives me the willies. Alright, time to wait at the treehouse. Can we bring one of these with us? Go take shrooms at the treehouse.
Like, yeah.
Oh, okay,
You know,
we
if
can't
you
take
just
it with
showed me a
us.
picture of this
Jumped
game,
with
I'd
the
be like, oh,
start.
this is adorable. And it's like, oh no.
Yeah. It's like, oh, is this furry Stardew Valley? No.
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 Well, there are some mods in
Oh, yeah.
Stardew Valley that are very much like this, but we're not
I'm
going
just
to
saying,
mention them.
yeah, off topic. I'm just saying this art style kind of made me think of like a furry Stardew Valley, but anyway.
Yeah.
Whoa, don't sneak up on an old fellow like that. Sorry, yeah, if I had the choice, I wouldn't talk to you again. Who are you talking to? What?
Luca motioned to the phone booth.
Oh, no. I was just checking because I thought I heard it ring. Well, the dang thing never does, of course. Yeah, I've never seen anyone use it, really. Whole thing's a waste of money, if you ask me. Any word from Rollo yet? Not yet. Long time for a boy to lose his way. Rollo knows these woods too well to get lost. I suppose you're right. Silly boy's antics has his whole town worried sick. Antics? We all know Rollo likes to play his little pranks. You think this is a prank? What other possible explanation could there be? He's not playing a prank, and he didn't get lost. Someone took him, I know it. How do you know that? Unless... Luca, is there something else that you know?
Mr. Nuncreed gently placed one of his substantial hands on Luca's shoulder.
Dang it, boy, if there's something you know, something that could help your friend, you need to tell folks.
Luca peered up at Mr. Nuncreed. Kind eyes warmed a stern face. There was a deeper emotion hiding beneath it all. It was subtle, but Luca could sense something eating away at him.
I'm uncomfortable.
Yeah.
There was shame lurking behind those eyes.
There was a shame lurking behind those eyes. A deep sadness. If Mr. Nuncreed was that worried about Rollo, maybe he could help.
I don't think he's gonna help you, boy. Yesterday, Rollo and I were messing around at the old Valentine warehouse.
Mr. Nuncreed raised an eyebrow.
Both of you? You were with Rollo when he went missing? Not exactly. I was hiding in the dumpster. The dumpster? What were you doing in there? At first we were just looking around. Then someone in a strange yellow suit came and dumped something on us. We both got scared and ran. That was the last I saw of him. You got scared by some garbage? That's why you don't go skulking in someone's dumpster. But it wasn't garbage. I think it was a body. I'm sure it was just some trash. No, there was a name tag. It said Deep Engineering.
Mr. Nuncreed's shoulders slumped.
I wish you wouldn't have said that.
A deep sigh bellowed from his chest.
Why'd you have to? I tried, Luca. God knows I tried to keep you safe.
Luca attempted to take a step back, but Nuncreed's hand clamped down on his shoulder.
Oh no. But you Van Horns just can't help yourselves, can you? We're all so close to being done with this.
Firm shove, Nuncreed manhandled Luca into the phone booth.
What are you doing? It's out of my hands now.
The door latched shut with a mechanical hiss.
Shit.
As Luca pounded the glass, the floor dropped from under his feet.
Oh shit.
The inside of the phone booth was now a loose capsule plummeting at gravity's whim. Luca winced and pressed his hands to the walls. As he braced for impact, the capsule hurried to a surprisingly smooth stop. He felt a cold rush of air and opened his eyes with hesitance. Two large figures
I don't know how
in
to take
hazmat
this
suits
much
occluded his
anymore.
view.
Like, what is
Luca
happening?
heard the deep, resigned voice of Mr. Nuncreed
What is
over
all
an
this
intercom.
BS?
I'm just like jaw dropped with my hand over my
He
face.
knows too much.
Damn.
The end.
He knows too much.
Wait. No. This isn't the end. I know there's still much more. Somehow this went wrong. Okay, let's try something else.
Okay. It's not what I meant to do. I can't.
There was a shame.
Okay, let's do this again. We just saw this. Wait, can I? Oh, I can hit B and just get out of this. Okay, that's good to know. Well, we saw both those endings, saw all those endings. Okay, so we've seen everything for this timeline. We need to go this way and do struggle. Though I figured this was an ending. Let's see. This is a story about struggle.
This is a story about struggle. Luca could hear a machine humming somewhere nearby. He felt around wildly, searching for something, anything that could help. His hands found a hard object, maybe a tile? He yanked it free, lifting the cold stone. Let me go! Luca swung the tile as hard as he could at the shape that still held fast to his leg. He heard the crack of glass as the stone hit the assailant's mask.
Yeah, fuck him up, Luca.
With a muffled yelp, the hand let go. Luca was free and scrambled to the door. He never looked back once on the long run home.
I wonder if the Nuncrack guy is the guy we keep seeing in the hazmat suit. Like, he fits the build, right?
Yeah. Or is that the whole idea, that they make you think that it could be the person and
True.
it's somebody else?
But I
You know
mean,
what I
he's
thought of?
clearly
It's your
in
grandma.
with them. It could be
It's your
grandma.
No, it's your mom.
Oh,
Your
it
mom's
could be
gonna keep
mom. It could be. Or the dad. I mean, there's
Your
a
dad
grave
never
for him. Dad didn't die. That's a twist. Or mom's been trying to bring dad back.
And it caused all this weird, like, Illuminati-esque.
I guess
Chapter
so.
3. Everything's fine.
Everything's fine. I don't believe that. I don't believe you, game. You're not making me believe that everything's fine. Not after the shit we've been through.
The next morning, it was quieter than usual at the breakfast table. Only the sound of silverware and chewing interrupted the awkward silence.
Hi, Gran. I just finished jarring a mess of jam last night. Uh-huh. So that'll need to be delivered into town today. Okay. So, what did you and Rollo get up to yesterday? Oh, Rollo had things to do, so I just sort of poked around town. I've set the jam down by the front door. There's 2 patches to drop off. One for Mr. Tolliver at the Bag and Wag. Another for Mrs. Fratelli at the diner. Interesting. Oh, and Mr. Nuncreed. He said he wanted some more. I suspected as much. Yes, he seems to have taken a particular interest in my jam. I don't think he's actually interested in her jam. I think he's interested in something else.
Yeah.
There's some extras in the basket for that enthusiastic gentleman. Just make sure Fratelli and Tolliver get the ones up top. No problem. There's something in those jars. Off with you now, while the day is still young. I'm thinking Granny is either in on it or in with a resistance group or something. I don't know. Like, maybe they know what's happening and they're trying to stop it. And we're just, like, getting the red herring for, like, them being in on it. And we know the clipboards and the new guy, they're all sus. Oh, Grandma's. What's she gonna be doing? What are you doing, Gran? You calling Mr. Tavelli? Hello, it's Junifer Hartford. Before you hang up, just hear me out. I have a business proposition. The simple matter is we both have the same problem that needs solving. Very well, we can meet tonight. What's this? Oh, the jam, right. Let's go bring out the jam. Rolo, you're okay. Okay. Sorry about yesterday. Roxy can be so annoying. But good news, no more boring chores for me today. Did you make it to the old Valentine warehouse? So, what'd you find? Give me the dirt. Something happened. There was someone else there. What? Who was it? Was it aliens? I knew it would be aliens. No. Zombies? No. Alien zombies? What else could it possibly be? Rolo, I've got to deliver these into town first. We can catch up after. Ooh, is it a whole thing? Sounds like a whole thing. Yeah, we shouldn't talk about it here. Meet me at the treehouse tonight. I'm not sure what this treehouse is you speak of. Meet me at Mission Control. Roger that, Space Cadet. Alright. Gonna bring some jam to my grandma's suspicious as hell friends. What? Why can't I go this way? Do I have to go this way?
The road leading to a sort of
Blah 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 blah. Okay. Okay, it just didn't load for me. How's it going? Wait, watch your step. Oh, sorry. There's a whole family of beetles here. They've gone missing. I thought they just sort of wandered around. Everyone has a home, Luca. Even beetles.
Luca checked the soles of his sandals.
I think we're okay. It's weird that they're gone. They went missing when the festival preparations began. You think the noise scared them away? Something like that. Just watch where you step, okay? Well, we definitely know there's something weird happening here. Like that ship sailed a long time ago. How you doing with the baby carrier and all that? Oh, I can't talk to you? Okay. Alright, foreshadow what's gonna happen next. Anger from the past, mistakes not yet made, and a glimmering hope for the future. He carried them all in equal parts everywhere he went. Oh heavens, what a burden to bear. Well, I think that means we're on a better path. I'm gonna hope so. Yeah, because that didn't sound completely bleak. Can I talk to you guys? No? Can I go in here? No? Okay. Later. Alright, how's the propaganda film going? How do you keep the ice cream cold? We keep them on ice. Where do you get the ice from? I don't know. Somewhere cold. How do they keep somewhere cold? Look, Bert. Do you want some ice cream or not? No, I'm good. Yeah, I was gonna say. Oh, hey.
Huddled
Supposed to give you something.
Hiram Tolliver was meticulously shining apples. More accurately, Hiram Tolliver was meticulously shining one apple.
Hello?
With a yelp, Mr. Tolliver fumbled the apple, flailing at the air as it fell.
Not the perfect apple. Oh, sorry. No bother.
He leaned forward and lowered
Oh no,
his
mystery
voice.
Pokemon Mystery Dungeon just popped up in here. Perfect apple.
Perfect apple. So you have something for me. Yeah, Gran had some jam I'm supposed to give to
He
you.
leaned in a bit further.
Jam. Yeah, the ones on top. She wrote your name on them.
Mr. Tolliver leaned back, speaking loud enough for anyone to hear.
Ah, yes, the jam. Thank you so much for delivering this jam to
He
me.
reached forward
It's
and
totally
scooped up the
not
jars of jam,
drugs.
giving Luca a little
Don't
bite.
investigate me for crack cocaine. I shall put it on my store shelves post haste. Okay. I should go finish my deliveries. Of course. Of course.
He leaned in for a final whisper.
Of course. Okay. You're very bad at being covert. Anyway, let's go. Do 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 do. I know where the diner is because I've stumbled across it. Wait, I need to talk to you two. You got something new. Mr. Wilder, I trust you have time to chat.
Eris Valentine, oldest of Sharper Valentine's children, and heir to the Valentine fortune,
Oh, there's Eris Valentine.
had a way of making questions seem like demands.
Certainly. Well, what seems to be the problem?
Mr. Wilder had learned to assume that if he was hearing from Eris, it was because she had taken issue with something he had put in the paper.
I couldn't help but notice that the front page of this morning's paper was consumed with stories about this silly festival. Well, yes, that's the news of today. There was no mention of the museum, nor the foundation through which it was endowed. I'm sorry, Miss Valentine. My readers are more invested in this town's future, rather than any one particular family. There was a time, Mr. Wilder, when the goings-on of my family was the only thing this town cared about. Well, things change, ma'am. And you know... Oh, excuse me. Change is dangerous. If you finish that thought, I will make that monocle a permanent fixture of your anatomy. My apologies. Good day, Miss Valentine. Did I give you the impression this conversation was finished?
Mr. Wilder averted his gaze and began to polish his monocle.
Well, good day, Mr. Wilder. Well, that was interesting. Got anything in Wyatt? No, okay. Doesn't have anything to say. Anyway, let's go this way. Pretend that didn't happen. Hello. Hey, Dawn. Hey, Luca, what's up? Got you on jam delivery, eh? Yep. Have you seen the new kid around yet? New kid? Yeah, came in from the big city. Her parents both got jobs here. But get this, one of them was working for William Kerr in Pinnerville. Pinning that's sus.
Make much.
And the other one was working for Eris Valentine.
Wow.
And the Valentines represent Beacon Pine's past. Bernarial Harvest has positioned itself as the town's future. Must make for some interesting dinner table conversations. I can imagine. And keep that in mind. Oh, I see you're here. How are you doing there, Mr. Mayor? If I could just be left alone, young Mr. Van Horn. Oh, sure, sorry to bother you. It's just that Mr. Kerr is asking to make the opening speech at the festival. Being mayor and all, you might expect me to be a charismatic speaker. The truth is, I'm terribly nervous. I don't really think I'm cut out for this sort of thing. Cut out for being mayor, or cut out for public speaking? Both, I suppose. I never really chose any of this. It's more of a duty to my family. For our legacy. That sounds like a heavy burden. As for the festival, just speak from your heart. I'm sure it'll be great. Alright, gotta talk to you now. Hello. Alfred isn't my favorite little jam runner. Hey, Mrs. Fertilli. Look at
She
you.
leaned forward and pinched Luca's cheek.
You're all skin and bones. Is your gran not feeding you? She is. It's just... I understand. You know, I taught your mama how to cook back in the day. You may not even remember, but you and her used to help out in the diner.
Man, I want a diner like burger. You know, like the greasy big burgers.
Oh yeah, that'd be a fun place to go to.
Aw.
See that picture over there? That's you helping your mama back in the day. So cute, running around your little apron taking orders.
Aw.
The whole situation just breaks my heart, what happened with Eleanor. Break. I had a feeling she's out there somewhere, yearning to be with you again. Few things in this world can keep a mother from her son.
Luca shifted the basket uncomfortably.
Oh, yes, let's see here.
Mrs. Fratelli lifted the cloth and inspected the jam.
They even have my name on them. How thoughtful.
She carefully lifted out her jars of jam.
Tell your gran hello for me, Luca. Will do. One of you is definitely a lot better at being covert.
Luca squinted at the faded photo of him and his mom at the diner. Memories of that day came flooding back.
Okay, so we're getting another flashback here. Oh wow, a lot of people here. Can I talk to anyone? Hello? No? Okay. Do. Little goat running around in an apron. Hi, what's up? Hey. I'm ready to help, Mama. Alright, little buckaroo. It's up to us to feed these little folks while Mrs. Fertilli is away. I gotta help deal with the inventory before I can start cooking. You think you can handle taking some orders in the meantime? Yes, Mama. Okay. Hiya, Roxy. Luca. I'm helping. Hopefully your work ethic will rub off on Rolo. What can I get you? I'm not really feeling like a burger. How about a chicken sandwich with bacon on top? Coming right up.
Yeah, I just thought of something. Are there chicken people in this world? What?
Don't think about that too much. Chicken with bacon on top. Aha! I did it.
Yeah.
Here you go. I call it the Love Me Tenders. Nice. Alright, what do we got here? Gadzooks, they shrunk the wait
Jeff
staff.
slapped the table and gave Luca a toothy grin.
How's your pops doing? He's been pretty busy these days. I know the feeling. Tell him that the next fishing rod he ordered will be ready for next week, hear ya? Sure thing. I've been in the mood for something sweet. Got a burger that can satisfy a sweet tooth? A sweet burger? Hey, and top it off with some grilled cactus. Grilled cactus? The heart wants what it wants. Alright, coming right up. Customer is always right in matters of taste. Remember the right version of that line, guys. So candy and grilled cactus. Weird, but if that's what he wants, that's what he gets. There you go. Here's your order. I call it the Sweet and Stabby. Ha, now that's a burger with a bite. I think this is kind of illegal, yeah. This is like child labor law. Interesting. Aren't you a little young to be waiting tables? I'm just helping out. My father had me hustling when I was your age as well. Father always says, children are to be the sails pulling a family ever forward. That doesn't sound very fun. There's plenty of time for fun. For instance, Father and I always made time to have lunch together once a month.
Luca glanced at the empty seat across from Gus.
Should I come back? Oh no, turns out Father was too busy to have lunch today. I'll just go ahead and eat alone. Oh. Silver lining is, without him around, I can have my usual. Nice stack of cold cuts topped with a pile of sloppy chili. Cold cuts. Okay, so no one wants a regular burger. Alright. Guessing cold cuts are the ham. Alright.
Usually. Cold cuts are like lunch meat, essentially.
Okay, gotcha. So lunch meat with chili. Alright. Be more chili. Here you go. Cold cuts with steaming hot chili on top. I call it the hot and cold. That's perfect. Thank you. Alright, Mama, I did everything. Looks like we're missing a few things. Why don't you run out and grab some more ingredients? Okay, I'll be back. Okay, so we get to finish these once we get all of the tokens to do them. It's probably important for, like, completing the game, if I had to guess. To come back to those, memories and finish them. Let's see, let's go this way. Oh, I don't want to talk to you. I'm gonna go to the library first. Any of you have something new to say? Hey, Kato. Good afternoon, Luca. Can I help you find something? Maybe, maybe not. Try me. There's been some weird stuff going on in the old Valentine warehouse. Can't say I know anything about the old warehouse. But empty hives don't stay empty for long. Huh?
Kato motioned to the book in front of him.
The more I read about bees, the more similarities I see with people. If a hive collapses and fails, it doesn't stay empty for long. A new queen will set up shop pretty quickly. So you're saying it would make sense for someone new to start using the warehouse? Nature abhors a vacuum. Thank you for that. Hey, Jace. Oh, hey, Luca. Have you seen this new issue of Hank Atomic? Not yet. No spoilers, please. It's awesome. It's flashback. No spoilers, please. We get to see how the mild-mannered Henry Adams becomes Hank Atomic, man of space justice. Jace, no spoilers! Oh, sorry. Well, my point is, you're gonna love it. Alright, Jace. Catch you later. Roger that, Space Cadet. Alright, let's go talk with the weird guy. Who's way too obsessed with my grandma. Hello. Got some jam for you, Mr. Nuncrade. Luca, you seem chipper. Well, aside from being on delivery duty, it's a nice day.
Mr. Nuncrede eyed Luca for a moment, then nodded in agreement.
You know, if I'd just seen a picture of that guy, I would have just thought he was like some elderly dog man. But this is like disturbing.
Yeah, I suppose it is. So, do you want your jam? Oh, right. Usually Juniper drops these off herself. I guess she's busy today. Anyway, this is my last delivery for the day. Oh, in that case,
Nuncrede snatched the basket from Luca.
I'll hold on to the basket until next time I see your gran. Okay. Hey, you! Hey, you! Anchovies or pineapple?
Just a second.
Oh, okay. What? Don't think. Just answer. Pineapple? Why? How old are you? 12? Perfect, follow me. Who are you? Anyone ever tell you that you ask too many questions? Just try to keep up, okay? Are we getting pizza? What just happened? Well. Oh, it's okay, Carcass. It's alright. Good to see you, though. Welcome to Beacon Pines, a furry little, choose-your-own-adventure horror game. This has been a time. But yeah, good to see you here. How'd the itch.io free game go? Oh, Swim. Swim has been good. Swim has been, a little hectic. This game, really does not hold back its punches when it gets to it. Whew. Great game, though. You should play it. It's fun. Very dark, but also fun. Whew. Decent bit of reading, too. Thankfully, there's a narrator that helps with the non-dialogue stuff, so my throat isn't completely shot at this point. We played two, and they were really fun. The second one had me giggling. Nice, nice. Funny horror games are great. Love that stuff. Hey, I wasn't sure how late you were going. I was thinking of raid into you, actually. But we ended up going a little later than I thought we would. Ah, well. I will check out the VOD at some point. I do like watching your VODs, Carcass. Let me give you a shout out before I keep reading. Artist Carcass. Tada. Go check out Artist Carcass.
I returned. Hello.
Hello.
See, what I was
I sleepy.
Yeah, you're welcome. Go follow Artist Carcass if you haven't already. They're really cool. Alright, big stretch. Oh, the shout-out bot is still broken. Dang it. Sorry about that, but still, go follow them. Anywho, back to the game. Hey, what a crazy coincidence. Here's my new friend that I was just telling you about. Oh, that's wonderful! Yeah, we just hit it off. Oh, really? Get this. His favorite pizza topping in the whole world is pineapple. Oh, and what's your new little friend's name?
Beck locked eyes with Luca. The look on her face was equal parts expectant and desperate.
Luca Van Horn. Nice to meet you. I'm Nellie, and this is Iona. We're Beck's parents. Oh, good for you two. I didn't know you two. Oh, that's so good. Hell yeah. I think one of you's a ferret and the other you's a cat? Question mark? I don't know. Good for you two, though. I didn't realize they were Beck's parents. Okay.
Beck gave Luca a quick nudge.
Oh, yeah, Beck told me all about you. Already feels like we've known each other for years. So you both can stop obsessing over me and making friends. Oh, darling, we never doubted you. It's just that, for children with fewer than 5 close friends, the probability of a stunted development doubles. I'm thinking this parent is the one that works for... Oh, yeah, they used parent instead of mom and dad, so... Yeah, I guess I should have figured that, like, she had queer parents, at least. I didn't know these two specifically were her parents, so good for them. Anyway. But yeah, I'm thinking this one's the science one and the other is the more traditional one, helping out with the Valentine family. I'm thinking that's the mystery happening here. Or well, or that's how this is. The
mean,
mystery.
how horribly can it go now?
Yeah, how horribly can it go now? That's basically how this game's been going. Well, one down, 4 to go, I guess. What Nelly means is that we just want this move to be as easy on you as possible. You can relax. A friend has been friended. This calls for a celebration. Luca, you must join us for dinner tonight. Dinner? Wow, another coincidence. I actually already asked him and he said he would love to. It's just wonderful. In that case, we should really pick up some groceries. You two don't get into too much trouble now, you hear? Oh, I can't believe that worked. Thanks a ton. You're welcome. I owe you one. My moms are great and all, but they can be a bit much sometimes. Our house is a little cottage next to that big mansion place. Wait, you live on the Valentine estate? Yeah, that's the spot. Meet me by the big creepy gate. Don't be late. Or I'm back to square one on this whole friend grift. Great, see you there. Alright, time to meet Beck at the big creepy gate. Are we allowed to go in here now? No, okay. Oh, big creepy gate time. Let's go. Oh, hi. Good morning, Jeff. What's so good about it? Another day further down the tubes, you ask me. Come on now, it's not all bad. The festival's coming up. The festival. Old man Valentine used to put on cockamamie shitings all the time. Where did that get us?
Mammy.
I have no idea how to pronounce that.
Cockamamie.
Cockamamie. Okay. Do you know what that means, nerd?
Pretty much just like nonsense.
Okay, got it.
Essentially.
Appreciate it.
I'm pretty sure that is.
Okay.
You've never heard that word before?
No, never in my life.
Wow, that shows my age of what shows I watch.
Oh, you fossil. Love you,
Yeah.
Seth. Anyway. Well, it's Perennial Harvest putting on this one. They're doing it for the whole town. As far as I see
could
it.
be wrong,
Yeah.
but
You're
just to
probably
say.
right. You have a better chance of being right than I am. Difference between old Valentine Company and the new Perennial Harvest outfit
Jeff dug through his pockets for a bit.
is the difference between this empty soup can And this brown banana. But those are both garbage. Exactly. Okay. Are we allowed to go in here? Okay, we're not. Can we go in the phone booth? No? Okay. Gotta go off this path to the creepy old gate. So, who all lives in that house? Eris and Gus Valentine grew up there. And Solomon moved in a few years back. The creepy little kid in the vest? That sounds like the one. So just put 3 people living in that huge thing? I bet a bunch of shady stuff happens all the time in a place like that. Not really. The Valentines pretty much keep to themselves. So it's empty and boring? Pretty much. What a waste. My mom says that it used to be way busier back before Sharper died. Before the foul harvest. Okay, that's like the 5th time someone's mentioned this foul harvest thing. And you all use that same ominous tone. Eventually you're gonna have to explain how that harvest got all fouled up. But we can't keep my parents waiting anymore. This way. I want to know what the foul harvest is. Don't tease me like that, game. I'm still convinced it's some kind of failed sacrifice to whatever ooze monster we're dealing with. Anyway. Most kids would have just ditched me by... most kids would have ditched me by this point. Why are you still here? You look like you need some help. You know what, Luca? You're not so bad. Let's get this through as simply as possible. Just eat, smile, and nod. Fun. Great. Whatever you do, don't bring up their work. I think I can handle that.
Beck took a long breath, then gave a firm nod.
Here goes nothing. I'm guessing there's been a lot of arguments at the dining table.
Chapter 4. Dinner with the Moodwills.
Dinner with the Moodwills.
Ilona Moodwill was worried about change. A gardener at heart, she understood the necessity of change, relied on it even. But there was a difference between the controlled world of her plants and this cluttered cottage in a strange town. Almost done. Nellie was a blur of activity, digging through boxes. Sorry, love, couldn't find the dishes. We'll have to make do with paper plates. Dinner went by without much conversation. As she watched Beck and Luca finish up their pizza, Ilona let herself relax into the chair. The things she cared about were still here. Nellie finally had the job of her dreams. Beck was beginning to take root. Ilona's task was simply to tend to them. She could do that.
To tend to them. Interesting. So, Luca, tell us a bit about yourself. Where do you live? Oh, I live with my grandma. Over on the other side of the river. Your grandma? Where are your parents at? Beck? Manners! Yeah, it's alright. My dad passed away in an accident at this fertilizer plant 6 years back. Oh dear.
Oh no. You know, what horrible thought I had. His
Yeah.
dad turned into poison ivy.
What?
The fertilizer factory, so he turned into a big plant.
Could you imagine? Oh, it's probably the fertilizer that caused the...
Mutations and
Yeah.
whatever.
Well, it's mutation. It, like, brings something to life and then it kills it immediately after.
Yeah.
That was, like, one of the first things we saw about the ooze. So, I don't know. My mom's been missing for a few months now. Like, missing?
Luca's eyes were fixed to his plate, pushing a chunk of pineapple around with his finger. Nellie was the one who eventually broke the silence.
Luca, how do you like the pizza? Oh, it was good. Very good. Normally we'd put more effort in the dinner.
Ilona nervously gestured toward the boxes.
We aren't fully settled in, and Beck had mentioned that it's your favorite. I'm sorry, are we just skipping the part where he said his mom was missing? Beck? I'm sorry, Luca. This move has us all tired.
Luca wiped his face with his sleeve.
No, it's fine. So, Beck said you moved here for work? You had one job, Luca! Luca, you had one job, not to bring up work! You could have asked about anything else. Ah!
Beck gave Luca a swift kick under
It-
the table.
It's one of those, like, don't ask about this, don't ask about it. Son of a beep.
Ow! I mean, what brought you to Beacon Pines? Oh, you read the first time. You're here for work. Nellie won't tell you this, but she's a brilliant chemist. Yeah, I was right. She's working for the fertilizer plant. And then, the gardener here's working for Valentine's. I don't know about brilliant, but I do love it. She's brilliant. Renee Harvest just made her the newest lead research of deep engineering. Deep engineering, they're at the plant. The dots, I'm connecting them. Okay, keep going. She makes it sound more impressive than it is. I'm just happy that I get to make a difference in the world. Perennial harvest is at the forefront of evolving agriculture, and is something more useful than sprinkling water and excrement on the ground.
Luca glanced over to Beck. She seemed to be holding her breath.
What Nellie means, Luca, is that there's different ways to grow plants. Yes, some people talk to their plants and hope for the best. Some people happily leave their job to allow a loved one to pursue their dream. You swore you
Beck
didn't!
slammed her fist into the table, perhaps harder than she intended.
Hey, Luca! How about some dessert? I actually have to meet my friend Rolo soon.
Luca glanced outside to gauge the time. The sky was darker than he expected, filled with ominous clouds.
Oh, can I have dessert then?
Yeah, I want dessert. The kids aren't gonna eat
I
it.
mean, I had Twist ice cream earlier.
Oh, nice. That sounds good, actually.
Yeah, you can get the Sam's Club. They make a really good twist.
Ooh, alrighty. Looks like there's a storm brewing. I should get going. Oh, I didn't think there was any rain in the almanac. Yeah, almanacs aren't that useful around here.
Luca wiped his mouth one last time with his napkin and started to get up.
Thank you for the pizza. It was really good. See you at the festival, Beck. What was that coin flip for, Beck? Beck? Wait up. I'll walk you home.
Surprised, Luca turned around. He knew Rolo could be prickly around new people, but Beck seemed cool. Rolo would warm up to her eventually. Probably.
Probably. Luca began to respond, but the sky answered for him as the clouds began to... We have rumble or break? Break has bad vibes, so we'll go rumble.
Luca began to respond, but the sky answered for him as the clouds above began to rumble with ominous thunder.
Or it could be break as in the thunder stopped, maybe. Keep that in mind. Sure we can make it home before the storm kicks off?
Luca surveyed the roiling clouds.
I'd say the odds are good. Maybe you should stay here and I'll make a break for
At
it.
that moment, the heavens opened up, unleashing torrential rain.
Oh, rain time. Care to recalculate those odds? Hurry inside, you two, before you catch cold. I don't know if we should be at this house after dark.
Yeah.
Luca, Nellie will keep trying to reach your gran on the phone. In the meantime, you two hold tight. Sorry, not much to do up here. Most of my stuff's still in the boxes. Mind if I poke around? Be my guest. Alright, box time. We're getting some charms here, I'm guessing.
Luca squinted into the eye hole of the microscope.
This looks wild. What's it? What is it? Gum. Gum.
Luca adjusted the slide with his fingers to get a better look.
I'm tracking the structural integrity of gum with increasing amounts of chewing. Chewed that one for 47 days.
Luca wiped his hand off on his sweater and gave a nervous laugh.
It's weird, I know.
Beck looked down, timidly tapping the ladder with her feet.
You think it's weird, don't you? A little. But weird can be cool. Alright. What else we got here? Ooh. Oh, wow. Rollo and I have a radio just like this at the treehouse. Probably not exactly like this one. My mom and I tore the whole thing down to its bolts. Fitted it with some state-of-the-art vacuum tubes. She seems pretty awesome. She gets carried away sometimes. I think she feels guilty for working too much. So when she does have time for me, she showers me with high-tech overcompensation.
Luca flicked at one of the toggles.
I bet you can get all sorts of stations on this. Not out here in the boonies. You wouldn't believe the stuff I could pick up back in the city. But around here, it's all farm reports and static. Ah, shucks.
Luca bent down to examine the bouquet of wilting flowers.
A bouquet of wilting flowers.
Judging by the odor, they were well past their prime.
Yeah, I'm guessing, huh? Pungent. Well, we got a new charm.
He flipped open the attached card.
Happy trails from Coach Walker and the Fairview Condors. Boy, you weren't kidding about poking around, huh? Oh, sorry. Was this from your old school? The most recent one, yeah. Some schools gave me going away cards. Some did flowers. But if they're really trying to feel good about themselves, they do both. So you moved a lot. Yeah, that's the thing with having a brilliant parent. There's always a better job somewhere else. These flowers will last longer if you put them in some water. That's the sort of thing I would do if I cared. Well, you cared enough to keep them, that's all. Luca, can I ask you something? Of course. Ooh, nice trick. Dang, didn't that hurt? I'll be honest. That hurt more than I expected.
Did he
At
just like, jump off of the bed?
Yeah, she jumped off the bed, yeah.
Oh, sorry.
Yeah, no, you're good. At least you look cool
there's-
doing it.
It's like, what trick?
Beck
I'm like
took a
waiting for the
moment to
screen
watch
because
the
I was like,
fields of
did
water
he
running
jump
down
from the
the
top of the bunk on
Yep,
the floor?
she jumped off the top of the bunk to the floor. Do you ever feel alone? Like, even when people are around? Well, Rollo can be pretty absent-minded sometimes. I'm serious. Does it ever feel like your family doesn't care about what you want? Didn't used to feel that way when I had a family. I know Gran loves me, but sometimes when she looks at me, it's like she's looking at a problem.
Luca took a deep breath, exhaling slowly.
I know the feeling. How do you deal with that? I guess I haven't yet. But one thing my dad told me when I was little, don't hold a grudge, especially against yourself. If you try to hold it all in, you're gonna pop. So then, what do you do? When you don't know what to do? Dad never got to that part. Something I figured out on my own, though? You gotta do something. Anything. Here. What are you doing? I don't know. Something. We're gonna register our complaints with the storm. Listen here, you miserable universe. Stop jerking me around. I just want things to go back to the way they were. Everyone tells me it's gonna be alright. That things are gonna change.
Let out a feral scream that echoed into the night.
Every time something changes, everything gets worse. Screw this town. Whoa. Let me try. Moving sucks. I hate it. I hate that I hate it. Why can't I just deal with it and be happy for my mom? Why can't we just stay somewhere? Rah!
Her voice dropped to a trembling whisper.
I just want to be a normal kid.
Beck brushed off her shirt and straightened up.
There. Wow, I actually feel a little better.
As abruptly as it began, the storm abated.
Thanks. I needed that. Me too. I should head out before the rain starts again. Sure, I'll walk you out. See you and Rollo at the festival? Sounds good. Luca? Don't let the universe jerk you around.
Beck gave Luca a light thump on the arm before heading in.
I get the feeling the universe is gonna jerk us around a little bit more until we figure this out, huh?
Chapter 5.
Oh, this is our first time making it to a chapter
Friendly
5?
Feud.
Friendly feud.
The air was
Interesting.
heavy with a hard
It's about
rain's
time for
residue.
stream.
I know.
The smell
Give me a
of
second.
odd things. Despite his dreary surroundings, Luca felt at peace. He'd never shared those details about his dad with anyone, not even Rollo. But it's not like this changed anything. Rollo was still his best friend. Adding Beck to the group would help balance things out. Everything's better in threes. This is what Luca told himself as he headed to the treehouse.
Everything's better in threes. Very, thematic
Except
thing.
for except for boss battles, because the
True.
rule of 3 is a pain.
Yeah, true. Oh, right, everybody. Oh. Okay, so this saved? Good, it's saved. Alright. We're gonna call it here for now. Whew, what a great night.